Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be looking at another death card, so we'll jump right into this one. We sincerely remember our unforgettable dear brother, nephew, and father, Franz Spiegler, in prayer. Feldwebel in a Gebirgsjäger Regiment, recipient of the Iron Cross 1st and 2nd class, as well as the Wound Badge, participant in the Polish, French, and Greek campaigns, who suffered a heroic death in the East on May 24, 1942. Do you hear the great bell ringing for him who fell before the enemy? Let the song be brought deep to the heart and find him the high goal. One of the best is separated in a distant land on a bloody field. God gave you eternal peace, you brave German Alpine hero. So now we'll go take a look at the backside. Saint Martin died 397. Great as a soldier and as a Christian, the popular figure and epitome of all great Christian heroic virtues, a model of true manhood. Okay, so looking at the casualty card, we see that it says he was born in Nuremberg on June 5th, 1915. Now that's pretty close to the Czech border modern day in Bavaria, and he died in 1530 Field Hospital 269M Tosno. Now I'm not the most familiar with the field hospitals and all that, and I don't know if that's supposed to mean like it's two different sections, like section 1530 269M, or if it's supposed to mean that he died at 1530 military time in section 269M, or Field Hospital 269M. If anybody else has clarification on that, I would appreciate it. It's not really something I'd looked into. I really don't know that much about the field hospital system as far as that goes, so if you also have a good source for something like that, I'd always be interested to learn more and further the research. Looking at what unit he's from, he was part of 13th Company Gebirgsjäger Regiment 100, which was part of the 5th Mountain Division. And then looking at the area where it talks about where what his actual wound was that would kill him, it says that he was hit by a brain diametrical shot. So essentially, to my knowledge, that would mean the bullet passed through sideways across the diameter of his brain, which unfortunately, if he made it to a field hospital, it means he lived for a bit with such a horrific wound. I don't know if that means that, you know, he was unconscious and he slowly died, or if he was awake for it all and just eventually passed that way. But either way, to survive such a horrific wound really is rough. And also, interestingly, if you've watched any of the other videos I've done, the most recent death card video I did before this, I believe the soldier also, it says on his card that he was killed by a shot to the head. So in this case, we know that the soldier is shot to the head, but they don't list it. So sometimes the cause of death is listed and sometimes it isn't. I've heard a common thought is that when it's a quick instant kill like that, that sometimes it seems like it would be reassuring to list that it was a quick kill or a quick death. In this case, we know that he made it to a field hospital, so it probably wasn't quick, and in that case they might have just decided it was best to put that he died a heroic death rather than go into any sort of detail on it. Just an interesting thing, I kind of noticed that in this card versus other death cards. And of course, there's different printers, there's different, every family had a little bit of a say, to my knowledge, in how the death card was made up, but just an interesting little caveat on that. So now we'll go take a look at the map and we'll finish off the video. Okay, so looking at the map, we can see just how close he was to Leningrad. Now, Tosno is here, and obviously Leningrad is there, and just how close that is, I mean, it's really remarkable, and to see how on the map where everything is puts it a little bit more into perspective. You know, perhaps when he died, he may have been thinking how close they were to encircling it or actually capturing it. At this point, Leningrad was pretty well encircled. So yeah, just kind of interesting to put it into that perspective, but I don't have anything else really here to add for you guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time on the next video.